Jack from Nigeria. Jack is asking, says, God bless you, Pastor Chris. You're indeed a blessing to our generation. Pastor, how can I break out of sex and masturbation addiction? Now, first of all, an addiction means that you have become dependent on whatever it is to be normal. You see, you can't be normal until you've gone in a certain direction. You've used whatever you are dependent on. Now, so if you say that you are addicted to sex and masturbation, that means it has become a habit. So there's a habituation here. It means this is a kind of refined word for bondage. It means that you are, in a sense, in some form of bondage to sex and masturbation. But here is your problem. I want to read from the Bible to you, and you can understand exactly how to deal with this. In 2 Corinthians chapter 5, I'm reading from verse 14. He says, for the love of Christ constrained us, because with us judged that if one died for all, then we're all dead. And that he died for all, that they which live should not henceforth live unto themselves, but unto him which died for them and rose again. He says, the love of Christ compels us, and that we have become convinced that if one died for all, then we all died. That means Christ died for all of us. And if Christ died for us, then we all died. And that he died for us so that those who live should no longer live unto themselves, but unto him who died for them. That means if you believe in Jesus Christ, that he died for you, the life you live now should not be a life to yourself. The reason you're addicted to anything, if you have a habit that controls your life, it's because you want it. And so you have become bound by your choices. But the choices we make should not be choices that put us in bondage. And when you make choices that put you in bondage, it's because this is what you want. You're living to yourself. And that's why you have become an addict. That's what creates addiction. Addiction really comes from self-worship. You may not call it worship, but it's when you enthrone yourself. You enthrone yourself, you are the God of your own life, which means you only want to please yourself. That's all your life is about. And because that's all your life is about, you're not living to please Christ. And that is where your bondage is. How do you come out of this? It's through your love of Christ. He says the love of Christ constrains us, compels us. The love of Christ. Our love in Christ is not talking about Christ loving us. Our love for Christ compels us. Let the love for Christ compel you to live in a certain way. Let your love for Christ form the bedrock of your decisions. Your love for Christ, do you love him? He loved you so much, he died for you. Now that you live to him. Make choices that are to his glory. Live a life that will honor him. When you do that, the bondage will break. You will not even have to make an effort. The bondage will break. The chains will fall off. Because our love for Christ is a compelling force. So that's what you're going to do.